page, and we're sharing some of the comments we're reading right now. One person posts, quote, "It's ridiculous. They are only trying this so he can't run in 2024. Also, I hope this is not being done with taxpayers' money." Another person says, quote, "Nothing says let's waste as much taxpayer money like another impeachment attempt when the man will only be in office 8 more days." And someone else posts, quote, "Actually, not impeaching him is causing tremendous anger." That was a reference to Trump saying earlier today that the impeachment, rather than the attack on the Capitol, is, quote, "causing tremendous anger."
Let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Derek Beasley with a first look at the weather tonight. Kind of wet all day, Derek.
Yeah, it was. Had those showers that came in from the Gulf last night into this morning, and parts of the area actually got a nice little soaking of light rainfall across the area. Now, most of it appears to be moving out, but we're tracking some more coming in from the Gulf right now. And some of that could produce a few sprinkles overnight tonight. We don't expect anything too significant out of it as it moves on through. You can see it right there on the radar, pushing off towards the east from the Gulf. Again, a couple of sprinkles, maybe a light shower overnight, but it looks like it'll be drier than it was earlier today. And those temperatures area-wide, 50s and 60s. There is a cold front off to our north that's going to settle into the area tomorrow morning. So we're looking at temperatures starting off into the 50s, only warming to the upper 60s to around 70. But we're not done with the rain yet. We're tracking more rain chances this week, as well as that colder weather we've been talking about for the weekend. That's in your forecast. Coming up.
You're doing a good job getting shots in arms. We will prioritize you to receive additional supply. If you're not using your vaccine allotments efficiently, then we'll look to see where they can be better utilized.
That was a taped message from Governor DeSantis he released today, giving the update on COVID-19 vaccine distribution in Florida. He says he's going to support high-performance health care providers. He also mentioned a program that'll involve public stores carrying the vaccine. The governor says it's going to be a pilot program in some panhandle counties of Florida. There's no word if it's going to make its way to other Florida counties.
And as of tonight, just about half of all long-term care facility residents in our state have received the first round of the COVID-19 vaccine. That's according to the state surgeon general.
He also says the numbers for staff who care for these folks is even lower. And that slow progress in getting our oldest neighbors and friends vaccinated is a concern for a lot of people, including a guy in Estero who says his mom hasn't even received her first shot yet.
Yeah, Fox 4's Rochelle Aline reached out to that mom's facility and their partners to try to get some answers.
Florida has made the decision to put seniors first.
It's a promise Governor Ron DeSantis made early on when it came to the COVID-19 vaccine. But putting our seniors first for those precious shots has proven to be a slow process, especially in senior living facilities.
46% of residents have received at least one vaccination, and 75% of facilities have had at least one resident or staff vaccinated.
It's a pace that's robbing one Estero man of his peace of mind when it comes to visiting his 81-year-old mother at her assisted living facility.
They scan you when you go to the Discovery Village, does the testing. You have to have the mask. They do your temperature, but you don't know if you're a carrier.
Jack Robinson says he's even cut back on visiting her. That's at least until Discovery Senior Living is able to roll out vaccines for its residents and staff.
My mother's 81 years old. She's got her own issues, dementia, late stage. There's other people with memory care that this is the high-risk seniors.
We reached out to Discovery Senior Living for answers. They tell us they're partnering with CVS pharmacies and we're waiting for guidance. Tonight, they're confirming to Fox 4 in a statement that free vaccine clinics for all consenting assisted living and memory care residents will happen on January 23rd, February 13th, and March 6th. CVS is also partnering with about 8,000 other facilities for vaccine rollouts nationwide. The company told us in a statement that they started vaccines in Florida facilities on December 21st and are hoping to wrap up their first vaccine doses by January 25th. Robinson says he's grateful to finally hear some dates, but adds that he'll believe the progress when he sees it.
Hey, it sounds good, but I don't see it. Show me.
We also reached out to Walgreens, which is another major partner for assisted living facilities all across the country and our state. The company also told us that they're planning to wrap up their first doses by January 25th. To read the full statement from CVS, Walgreens, and Discovery Senior Living, you can visit our website, fox4now.com. In Bonita Springs, Rochelle Oline, Fox 4.
Yeah, good to hear some dates there. Thank you, Rochelle. Those in DeSoto County can get vaccinated at the Department of Health's drive-through event. You can go to the Turner Agri-Civic Center in Arcadia tomorrow. It starts at 1 in the afternoon. They are allowing cars to line up starting at 11 in the morning.
The Lake County Department of Health says it has enough vaccines to schedule appointments 2 days this week, Thursday and Friday. They've got about 1,800 vaccines to be used on Thursday and Friday, and they'll be given at the old terminal building right near RSW. Now, the hotline for you to make your appointment opens up tomorrow at noon. It's probably going to fill up within minutes, like a few minutes. The number's right there on your screen. After those 1,800 vaccines are gone, there aren't going to be any more available in Lee County this week. For more information on coronavirus vaccines in your part of Southwest Florida, just go to fox4now.com. If you run into any issues along the way, please feel free to send us an email or write to us about it on Facebook.
Our roots are as a migrant health center, so we know the needs and
meeting the needs of the most vulnerable in our communities. The mission to get the vaccine to those who are often forgotten.
The longer red tide stays, the more dead fish we'll see. Our crew went to Naples to find out the best way to protect our paradise with no end to those blooms. Derek?
And it looks like it's going to be cooler tonight than it was last night, but we're also tracking another chance for rain this week. Details on when in your forecast coming up.
Red tides leading to plenty of dead fish along Collier County beaches. It's now been a month and experts have no clue when it'll stop. Fox 4's Rob Manch speaks with a professor at Florida Gulf Coast University to learn more.
Dead fish are not what you expect to find when you vacation in Southwest Florida. Diane Lawrence came here all the way from Idaho, and she isn't happy about what greeted her on the beach.
It's rather concerning to see dead fish.
Lawrence says red tide was a problem she hadn't heard about before coming here.
You come to look at the shells, you don't expect there are obstacles of fish that you have to hop around.
Meanwhile, Dr. Mike Parsons from Florida Gulf Coast University says it may not be letting up soon.
I think we're still in the thick of it, unfortunately.
Parsons has been following the data gathered by organizations like the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, showing the blooms centered here around the Naples area. But he's also planning to collect samples himself.
We'll be going out later this week if the weather holds offshore to look at some of the stations offshore to see if we see red tide out there.
Parsons says one thing that may be feeding the blooms is dead fish in the water. They could be removed, but at a cost.
Is it worth the investment to remove the fish to have that reduction in impact? So those are some of the economic sides of things we're doing.
Lawrence says she hopes they do something because the fish and the smell concern her.
Hopefully this is something that we can control. This looks like it's something that is out of control and not very healthy.
The folks at the Clinic for the Rehabilitation of Wildlife, or CROW, protecting paradise, rescuing a bobcat. Somebody in Fort Myers found this bobcat in the front yard with a birdhouse stuck on its head. Once the vets were able to get the cat out, they realized it wasn't after a bird, it was after a squirrel they found inside there. You know that squirrel was like, whew, get me out of here. It wasn't hurt, it quickly ran off. Now the bobcat's free and can roam into other awkward places.
Team effort. Reel, remove, release. That's what Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission wants you to remember when accidentally hooking a bird like this one while fishing. Whatever you do, FWC says not to cut the line. For a full demonstration video on how to release a bird when it happens, visit myfwc.com.
Turner Beach Park back open, ready for you to visit if you'd like to. The area's been closed as they try to stabilize the shoreline there. Crews from All Native Nursery have been planting native plants and trees there to counter the erosion. City of Sanibel says the project is, quote, substantially complete enough to allow the park to reopen.
All right, here's a live look outside from our Ruben Steinlaw live cam outside the station. After a few showers earlier today across southwest Florida, it looks like things have dried out temporarily, but we're looking at more chances for rain as we go into later tomorrow and early Thursday, and then perhaps even some more showers with another cold front that promises to bring a pretty decent cool down as we head into the weekend. That next chance for showers after Wednesday would be Friday night into Saturday morning. So again, this is the way things look right now. Again, those clouds are going to be sticking around with us here overnight tonight. Again, those chances for sprinkles will continue overnight. Cooler. Last night we had temperatures into the 60s. We're going to be in the 50s here as we go throughout the overnight hours. It looks like those showers will return to the area, though, for Wednesday night, and then cool but sunny this weekend. We're going to see low temperatures back into the 40s by Sunday morning. There are those showers I was talking about. Now, again, most of this isn't even reaching the ground, but a couple of sprinkles, a couple of light showers, still not out of the question as it moves through. Now, there's a front across central Florida that's going to be stalling out across the area by tomorrow morning, hence the reason why we're expecting the cooler temperatures by the time you wake up. We're already starting to see that now. Northport, Arcadia, Punta Gorda, all into the upper 50s. The Cape at 60 degrees, Naples at 62. Again, those temperatures staying into the 50s for tomorrow morning, and then rebounding only into the upper 60s to near 70 for tomorrow. We could see some showers as early afternoon, but we'll see those better chances, though, as we go later in the evening and into the overnight hours. All of this as a result of a disturbance that's just off to our west, an upper-level disturbance, that is, a little wave in the upper atmosphere that's going to be swinging across the area. You see the arrows pointing at it. You see that swirl over Texas. Most of the energy with that is going to be tracking north of our area, but it will give us a glancing blow, and some of that energy will help spark off a couple of those showers. So predictor, again, showing clouds sticking around overnight, and then we're going to have those showers sneak into the area by tomorrow afternoon and evening. Showers expected overnight tomorrow night and into Thursday morning. And then it looks like we'll start to dry things out here for Thursday under clearing skies. Temperatures overnight falling into the 50s for most areas. The cool spot 51 in Arcadia. Highs upper 60s to lower 70s area-wide. Looks like the warmer temperatures, though, south of the Caloosahatchee. Mostly cloudy tonight, 56 your overnight low. Looks like for Wednesday, mostly cloudy skies. Again, those showers coming in later in the afternoon. Ingman Marine forecast seas 2 to 3 feet. Inland waters a light chop with those showers late in the day. Here's your 7-day forecast, and you can see that we get a lot cooler here for the weekend behind that cold front. 60s for highs for Saturday and Sunday, and then lows dropping into the 40s before rebounding by Sunday morning. Looks like rebounding, though, temperature-wise by next week.
Don't